Okay, yeah, I had ran across this here, and I wanted to bring it to you. I thought, yeah, I wanted to read it and see what was going on, so I said, let me share it with my subscribers. Okay, man indicted for plotting back concert shooting in bid to spark race war, feds say. The 58-year-old Arizona man allegedly planned his attack at a May show in Atlanta to create chaos in lead up to November presidential election. A 58-year-old Arizona man who spent months plotting to stage a violent attack at a Bad Bunny show in Atlanta in May in order to spark a race war ahead of this November's presidential election was indicted by a federal grand jury on Tuesday, according to NBC News. Mark Adams was indicted on charges of firearms trafficking, transfer of a firearm for use in a hate crime, and possession of an unregistered firearm, following a month long, I think that's supposed to have been month-long, investigation by the FBI that resulted in his arrest last month. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about this, you guys. I just seen this. The Justice Department said that Preto is currently in the custody of the U.S. Marshals Service awaiting transport from New Mexico to Arizona. Puerto David, Prescott, Arizona native, in October after a confidential source told a Phoenix FBI agent that a man later identified as Preto had talked about wanting to incite a race war in the run-up to this November election. Wow. Let's see what else it says. The source told authorities that they'd spoke to Prado more than 15 times over the course of 3 years at gun shows, where their chat grew from small talk to political discussions. Last year, however, the source told authorities that Prado started making concerning comments, advocating for a mass shooting that the affidavit said would specifically target black people as well as Jews and Muslims. Wow. What's going up here? A vendor at the gun show who allegedly traded his personal guns in cash or swapped deals in order to evade detection from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives reportedly believe that the law will be implemented shortly after the election and mass shootings occurred prior to it being asking the source in late 2023 if they were ready to kill a bunch of people. Wow. The FBI surveillance the FBI surveillance Prato from January to March of this year, with the affidavit claiming that on January the 21st, Prato told the source and an undercover FBI agent acting as an associate of the source at a Phoenix gun show that he wanted them to help him carry out a mass shooting that targeted black people at an unarmed rap show in Atlanta. In describing his reasoning for picking Atlanta, the affidavit said Prado explained, "When I was a kid, that Georgia was one of the most conservative states in the country. Why is it not now? Because as the crime got worse in LA, St. Louis, and all these other states, all the N-words moved out of those places and moved to Atlanta. That's why it isn't so great anymore." Prado allegedly said he wanted to make a hip-hop show because there would be a high concentration of African Americans there, and he was planning to leave Confederate flags behind afterwards to send the message that we're going to fight back now, and every whitey will be the enemy across the whole country, adding KKK all the way, and that he wanted to show no mercy, no quarter, Pareto is also alleged to have made plans to travel to Atlanta in advance to store weapons in the area, stressing that having a high body count was the most important aspect of the planned attack. On March the 23rd, he attended another gun show in Arizona where he allegedly told an undercover agent that he was still planning the attack, fearing that if he waited until after the election, that he said they might have everything in place. You can't even drive. You'll be stopped, according to the affidavit. At the point, Pareto appeared to hone in on a pair of Bad Bunny shows at State Farm Arena in Atlanta on May 14th and 15th, telling the undercover agent that he wanted them to wear hoodies because he thought they would raise any alarms dressed that way at a hip hop show. They wouldn't, I think that's what it should say, raise any alarms dressed that way at a hip hop show. The following day, Pareto allegedly sold an AR-15 to the undercover agent for $1,000 and told him to use it during the attack and to bring along as many gun magazines as he could carry. This guy was serious. Okay. It said then at a gun show in April in Prescott, the affidavit said that when the undercover agent asked Pareto if his attack was still on target for May, he said he was planning to push the date back. And Pareto was then arrested in New Mexico on May 14th, admitting to knowing the undercover agent and the source and discussing the potential attack on a public venue in Atlanta. However, he told agents that he did not intend to go forward with the attack. Of course, the affidavit said, noting that Pareto also allegedly admitted to having sold the AR-15 to the agent and telling him that it would be a good weapon to use in the attack. According to the Justice Department, Pareto allegedly told agents he had 7 firearms in his car before being taken into custody, and when agents searched his home, they found additional firearms as well as an unregistered shot-barreled rifle. Each conviction on firearm trafficking and transfer of firearms for use in a hate crime carries a maximum penalty of 15 years. It skipped up on us. Okay, 15 years in prison as well as a fine of $250,000 or both. A conviction for possession of an unregistered firearm carries a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison and a fine of $250,000 or both. A spokesperson for Bad Bunny had not returned Billboard's request for comment at press time. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that. I thought this was, I didn't read it. I just read it with you guys and wow. Yeah, so, yeah. I'm glad they caught him. That would have been devastating to a lot of people and families. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Comment below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And thank you for tuning in.